broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, guys, I am producing a video here, an educational video in an effort to replace, excuse me, the 7 or 8 videos that essentially are redundant, which I have historically sent out and or posted in the member area. And this video will be a lot quicker video than that. And I want to cover, especially because in the last 2 weeks, we have added a new set of robots to our trading repertoire. So first and foremost, I want to thank each of you that is viewing this video. Most of you will probably be new members, although I'm sure we have some existing members that may want to go through this video. But historically, and by historically, I mean for almost the past 4 years, we have run these robots. There have been some minor changes in settings and adjustments periodically. But to give you just kind of some historical background, there are 2 sets of robots which I will discuss today. One set is called the originals, the original robots, right? So those are the robots that we have run now for almost 4 years, as I said, with a degree of tweaking from time to time. The historical averages for these robots, which comprise the NASDAQ, ES, Russell, Gold, and Crude, are all averaging better than 72% win rate historically. Over the past 44 weeks, the original robots have grossed $199,017.50, averaging around $4,523 a week. And again, all of them have averaged better than 72%. The crude is averaging just slightly above that at about 75%. Gold is at 74%. But they have run very, very well and produced very strongly. And as I said, there are 5 robots that we have run. So this is crude, which you'll notice is run on a 3-minute chart. This is the Russell, which is run on a Unirenko chart. The ES runs on a 15-minute time frame. Gold runs on a 3-minute chart, and the last but not least, the NASDAQ also runs on a 3-minute chart. Okay, so these are the 5 original bots, which some of you may have been receiving emails from me for the past couple of years before deciding to finally become a member. But these are the 5 bots that you have received emails on for quite some time, assuming that you're on the email list. Let me just kind of even that out for you. So there you go, right? So again, these robots have performed for us terrifically, and I'm going to go over the robots in general. And this will apply to, of course, the second set of robots, which we've been using now for the past 3 weeks. Today is May 18th, maybe 2 weeks. But all of these robots are fully automated. Okay, so the robots are a fully automated robot. They will execute your entry. They will set targets and stops, and those targets and stops are based on average true range. So the robots are assessing the current market volatility. And just prior to executing the actual entry, whether long or short, the robot is able to identify, based on average true range, current average true range, targets and stops. What's wonderful about that is it generally will keep us in a trade, and it will give us accurate targets and generally accurate stops, depending on market volatility, consistently. So again, it's a fully automated robot where you as a trader merely need to turn the robots on. Once the robot is on, it is looking for a set of factors for them to, in fact, execute a trade. So you'll notice in the left-hand corner of each of these charts, there are numbers. These are actually secondary time frames, meaning the robot is actually assessing moving averages, and that is our key. We're using specific moving averages. The robot is actually assessing moving averages on theoretically, or actually, 3 different charts. So these moving averages here all have to be pointing in the same direction prior to the execution of a trade on your primary chart, this 3 minute. So for instance, let's see if we can find a trade from today. No, crude didn't take a trade today, typical of inventory day. So I'll look at another chart. I'm sure the NASDAQ had a trade today. Sure, so we had a couple of trades today on the NASDAQ. So we had a failed long here, and you will notice that the NASDAQ went long, which means the 177 tick and the 233 tick, which are the secondary time frames in this instance, those moving averages, which are the same as the moving averages on the primary chart, were green. Consequently, when this went green or turned up and these moving averages went green, we got a long signal here at 8:30 this morning. Shortly thereafter, we've got an immediate sell signal. That was 8:30. Literally 6 minutes later, we got a sell signal. These moving averages were red. This moving average went red. And the NASDAQ got first target at 9.25, then 29, then 41 points. Okay? If I open up the chart trader, you'll notice that we have our ATM strategy in place. Bot on, bot off. I take all trades in all directions. So you can choose to take longs only, shorts only. I suggest all trades because even in the down market, we get reversals and trades that go long. Trend on. These are our targets, our trailing stop, etc. Now, I'm not going to go over the specific settings in this video because settings are contained in the member area. So whenever you join, you will go to the member area on the main website, Target Trading Pro. You will go to the members area and you will notice that there are a couple of things. One, these are the original bot settings, current charts and settings. Bot original settings, last updated March 2nd of 2022. And it gives you all the settings in order to build your bots. Okay? So for instance, the ES is a 15-minute chart. Moving averages are 8 and 18 in this case. Time traded, we turn the bots on. There is a filter in there, 6 a.m. through 11 a.m., so on and so forth. And then down below, we have what most of the traders are using now are our funded trader settings, which differ from these, right? So these are all 3-minute settings. The funded trader happened to be all 2-minute settings, and these settings are contained in the member area. Okay? So you'll see these trades here. Here's a long that worked. Today happened to be an extreme. The markets were off over 1,000 points today. And we still got a long here for 3 handles and 5 handles. Shortly thereafter, we've gotten shorts. We stayed in shorts. Here was a failed long again. But nonetheless, all of the bots today had a terrific day. And I just want to make you aware that there are 2 different settings of groups of settings. Again, we're using a different group of settings from the originals than we are in the funded trader. Depending on what your goals are, one or the other may be more beneficial, but we are currently focused on the funded trader settings, which have had terrific results and numerous traders getting fully funded accounts over the last few weeks. I'm not going to go through the settings and all of that. That's all covered in all of those other videos. And I would strongly suggest that you guys all watch those additional videos. It will tell you how to run the bots, how to operate the bots, and they operate no differently. Regardless of which group of settings that you opt to use, the bots all function the same. I encourage you guys to pay attention to those and watch those videos. I hope this very short, brief video was a help. If anybody has questions or concerns, I can always be reached either by telephone or certainly email. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all becoming members. I'll see you in the room.